For too long, we have dealt with it. As Vikings fans, we have went through the great times, the bad times, the not so great times, the if, ands, or buts, with Mike Zimmer as the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. And I have been a Mike Zimmer apologist for the past 8 years. I have said, okay, obviously 2017, you knew that Pat Shurmur was out the door. That offense didn't look good. I believe Adam Thielen had like a fractured shards in his back, or whatever, against the Eagles in that game. And there was just, I made excuse after excuse for Mike Zimmer. And I know we called for it earlier in the year, but after this, a little bit of hope that they showed against the Rams. It was just more of the same thing that we've seen. It's over. It's over. And I think a lot of it's just a really big disappointment for me, because as a Vikings fan that has been enduring this, like many of those Vikings fans out there that have been enduring this for the last 8 years, it's one of those things. It was never a question of talent. Not once. In fact, I think the opposite could be said, because looking just on the paper before the season, just all the hope, all the chips just pushed into the middle. This was it. And it hasn't panned out. You let up over 100 rushing yards, over 150 to the Rams with Dalvin Tomlinson back, with Michael Pierce in the lineup, and you don't sack Matthew Stafford a single time at home. Now, I also have to credit a little bit of the Purple for the Win podcast in this, because they are our motivation for a lot of this, because it's tough coming back and making these videos as Vikings fans, but they bring up a lot of good points. And, I really enjoy their podcast, and I really think that they're honing in a lot of good points. But I think a point that is missed here by Purple for the Win, and also just in general among Vikings fans like ourselves, it's the fact that it's not even just that they're underperforming. It's that they're underperforming so bad. Like this, the Vikings should have 12 wins right now with 2 games left in the season. They should have 12 wins. Like, there is no team in the entire league that is as good as the Vikings. But it's just the fact that, it's not even just the fact that they're underachieving. They are underachieving so bad, and it's been this way for so long that it's gotten to the point that there's just no more excuses. Sony Michel had by himself the vast majority of rushing yards, 131 rushing yards on 27 carries. Matt Stafford threw 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions. And still the Vikings couldn't find a way to win. Anthony Barr had a career day, 2 interceptions on the day. And it's just man, I truthfully don't get it. I don't understand it. This is just the latest of examples that this team just comes out and they don't want to play. It looks like they don't want to play for Zimmer. That's just flat out what it is. They don't want to play for Zimmer. And I don't know necessarily if it's his coaching method or whatever it is. We're not here to speculate, but we can just speak on what we can see. And what we can see is that this defense, this entire team for that matter, does not want to play. They just, many times they had the chances. Whether it was Anthony Barr's first or second interceptions, they scored a touchdown after the first one, but the second one, they had a chance. They had the Rams on the ropes so many times. If you get it 3 interceptions in a game, if you would have told me before the game that the Vikings would have 3 interceptions, and still lose by a touchdown, I would have called you crazy. I would have said, whatever you're smoking, you need to get off it because it's doing things to your mind. And it's gotten to the point now where it's not even just about firing everyone anymore. It is just. It's just painful. It should have been this way. Everyone should have been fired 3 or 4 weeks ago, to be honest with you. That's what it should have been. We should have been trying with, I don't know, Patterson as the head coach right now. Andre Patterson out there, who's currently the assistant defensive coordinator and the defensive line coach. Players want to play for him. Look at their entire defensive line. Look at the Vikings defensive line these last couple of games. They get pressure. They always bring it, and it's just, I don't know, but today wasn't a good day. And I know guys like Justin Jefferson had a good day. KJ Osborne also caught a touchdown today. Adam Thielen, I hope his ankle's okay. It's just rough. I just feel all around like this is just it. What's the saying by I can't remember who the philosopher is, but the dictionary definition of insanity is doing the same thing twice and expecting a different result. We have seen this more than twice. I can at least count twice a year that the Vikings play a game like this where they look like they have every intention of winning, but then they truthfully deep down don't go out there and play like it. It's frustrating. But it's over. It's over for the Vikings, and it's over for Mike Zimmer. I think it comes down to not only rebuilding, but it's just a whole new attitude. Offensively, you need to go in and thinking about the future. I don't know if it's Kellen Mond or you draft a quarterback this year. I don't know. But this is over. Like, I think we've been preaching it for a while, but I think this game against the Rams really showed it, that it's over for the Vikings, and unfortunately it's over for Mike Zimmer. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've continued to get, and we honestly love all of you guys. And it's honestly just come down to the point where you guys are our therapy, just talking to you guys. So we greatly appreciate it. Check out our website at thesportsreportpodcast.com. Also in the description down below, find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we'd love to cover it. We would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about it being over for not only the Minnesota Vikings, but for Mike Zimmer as well.